Namaste. Today we will discuss chapter 1, the four aids from part 1 of the synthesis of yoga, that is the yoga of divine works. Part 1, the yoga of divine works, consists many chapters, and the first one is the four aids. The four things which are very much necessary for this great yoga, the integral yoga, to start. What are the things which are most necessary from the beginning is discussed in this chapter. The first one is Shastra. The second one is Utsaha. The third one is Guru. The fourth one is Kala. So, gradually we will discuss one by one through different paragraphs of this chapter, the four aids. So, we will start from the first paragraph of this chapter. Yoga Siddhi, the perfection that comes from the practice of yoga, can be best attained by the combined working of four great instruments. So here Sranda is telling that these are the four great instruments, and by the combined working of the four great instruments, that means we cannot leave one and follow the others. We have to follow four instruments, or we have to use these four instruments if we want to get yoga siddhi. And what is yoga siddhi? If we read the sentence carefully, then we know that what is called the siddhi in the yoga, or yoga siddhi. Yoga siddhi is the perfection that comes from the practice of yoga. When somebody will practice the yogic path, perfection will come after many years, or many lives, whatever it may be. But the perfection, when comes by practicing the yogic path, that perfection is called the yoga siddhi. So yoga siddhi is the perfection that comes from the practice of yoga. So if we want yoga siddhi, if we want perfection in our practice of yoga, then four great instruments are required. The combined working of the four great instruments are required. Second sentence, there is first the knowledge of the truth, principles, powers and processes that govern the realization Shastra. So the first instrument is Shastra. And what is Shastra? Shastra is the knowledge of the truth, principle, powers and processes that governs the realization. We can take many examples. If we want to do any kind of work, just take an example, like we want to do electrical works. So first we have to acquire the knowledge about electricity, the laws of electricity or the laws of current, or whatever important things are there. First we have to learn that. After learning, we can do the electrical works in our home. Just think, we haven't learned anything, and we started working. So what will happen? our life will be in danger. So whatever the things it may be, knowledge is important. So when now we want to enter the yogic path, and if we don't know what are the processes, what are the truths, what are the principles, what are the powers, what are the different powers acting in the world, then how can we go through this path? So it is very much essential to have knowledge. Mother once told that to know is good, to live is better, to be that is perfect. This is correct. To know is good, but first knowledge is important. To know is good. First you have to know what are the things. Then to know is good, to live is better. What you know, try to live in it. To be that is perfect. And what you have learned, try to become like that. So, first knowledge is important. And from where knowledge comes? Knowledge comes from the Shastra. There are many scriptures, many Shastras for this yogic path, and if we want to follow the yogic path, we must read that shastra, and particularly the yogic shastra for yogic path. If we want to follow integral yoga, we surely we have to read the shastra which is meant for integral yoga. Many spiritual books are there, but everywhere the integral path of yoga is not written. The integral yoga is discovered by Sri Aurobindo by combined all the processes of the yogic path. Though every yoga is resides in this yogic path, if we are reading any different philosophy, just like Gita, Upanishad, Veda, Vedanta, and any other yogic path, just like about Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, surely all are there in this integral yoga. It will surely help. But after combining all this, that is the synthesis of different systems of the yoga, a new discovery Sri Aurobindo has made, and by that process, by that new discovered way by Sri Aurobindo, we have to proceed in this path. So Shastra is most important. If we want to play cricket, we have to learn how to play cricket. If we want to um, farming, then we must know what are the processes of a farming. So like that, if we want to do yoga, we have to know what are the different methods, different principles of the yogic path, and it all's written in the Shastra. So, Shastra is very important for this path, and it is the first instrument of this great journey, of our great journey. Next, next comes a patient and persistent action on the lines laid down by this knowledge, the force of our personal effort, utsaha. The second one is very important. If we have learned and kept it in our brain, or kept the book in our house, but we have no utsaha, no any type of zeal or any type of will force to do what we have learned, then it is valueless. Yes, we told, we are telling many times that it's a pustakagata vidya and parahasta dhana, like this. The knowledge is there in the book, and the many means dhana means jewelry, so all things are there, but it is in the hands of others, so it might not be helpful for us. So like this, knowledge is there, but it is inside the book or inside our mind, and we are not means living by that knowledge. So second instrument is utsaha, that what we have learned or what we have listened, we must try to practice it in our life. So that is called the utsaha, the force of our personal effort. Beautiful words are there in this synthesis of yoga, that what is utsaha, the force of our personal effort. We have to make an effort for going through this path, going through the long journey. We have to means encourage our will force, that what we have learned will surely we will do in our life. So the second instrument is utsaha. Third, there intervenes. Third, uplifting our knowledge and effort into the domain of spiritual experience. The direct suggestion, example, influence of the teacher, guru. See, what's the how Srinanda is explaining the third instrument, that is guru. He is telling that there intervenes, means the guru always intervenes into our life. We can take an example of Swami Vivekananda and Ramakrishna Paramahansa. When Swami Vivekananda went to see Ramakrishna, after seeing Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna told that now you have come. So he was astonished that first time Swami Vivekananda has come to Ramakrishna Paramahansa, and he has never seen him before. Then how he is telling that now you have come? So he thinks that this person is made. But actually Ramakrishna Paramahansa was waiting to Swami Vivekananda when he will come. So by this we can know that Guru knows everything. Guru knows everything, and he is waiting for us. When we will prepare, he will reveal himself. So this is the main secret of this great journey, that when when we are reading Shastra and we have utsaha inside our heart, then the interventions of the Guru we will see in our life. Everybody, we are realizing that how we came to know about Mother and Sri Aurobindo. Everybody has a beautiful story, just like that he or she has revealed himself or herself to us in many types of situations, in many types of processes, in many people's life or different people's lives. So like this, he has revealed himself to us about him or her. So always the Guru intervenes. Guru intervenes. It is not our effort. Guru knows everything, and he is waiting for us. So Srinanda is using the word intervenes. There intervenes. Third, uplifting our knowledge. And when Guru intervenes, what he does? He uplifts our knowledge and effort into the domain of spiritual experience. There is the vast means domain, a vast field of spiritual experiences, and when Guru comes into our life, he will uplifting our knowledge. Means we have a very small amount of knowledge and very little knowledge, but when Guru comes into our life, he will uplift our knowledge into the vast domain of infinite knowledge. He will uplift our effort into the domain of spiritual experiences. And what he does, he gives direct suggestion, he gives examples, he gives influences of the teacher. This is called Guru. And last, after all that, last come the instrumentality of time, kala. For in all things there is a cycle of their action and a period of the divine movement. Whatever we have means we are reading Shastra, okay, we have utsaha, okay, we have Guru, okay, but there is a thing which is most important, that is kala. We can take many examples, that we just like we will plant a tree and a mango tree. We cannot expect that within 5 days or 10 days the tree will grow and it will start giving mangoes to us. There is a fixed time. We are giving water, we are giving every kind of means different that things to it, but there is a time for the production of the mangoes. But if we plant a watermelon or any others, just like many vegetables are there, it starts giving us within 6 or 7 months or 2 3 months. So different kind of plants, different times are there for the production of fruit. Just like many different peoples require different times for the realization. So we cannot expect that he or she has got the realization very quickly, then why I am not getting. So the time varies, time is different, so we have to wait for the proper time. So the last comes the instrumentality of time kala, for in all things there is a cycle of their action. Everything, there is a cycle of their action and a period of the divine movement. When these things will happen, there is a time. A time is there for everything, for every action. Then we have to wait for the proper time to come. So this is all about the first paragraph of this chapter, the four Eds. Thank you. Vande Mataram. Namaste.